Hey, you guys, it's those Utah sisters, and today we are sharing the game Kerplunk. From our website, go ahead and find the game, and then you will see all of the written out instructions for this game. Couple of items that you're going to need. You're going to need a Kerplunk board for every group or table. We recommend using the Tumble game from Five Below as they are much cheaper. You're also going to need a worksheet for every student, and then optional is scratch paper and pencils. Now let me pull up a picture of the game so that way you can see a visual as I walk you through the instructions for this game. So there are three different versions that we're going to talk about with this game. But first, let's talk about the setup. So you're going to divide students into groups. Groups of 4 to 6 work best. Each group gets one Kerplunk board. And don't mind that background, there's thunder going on outside. And a full set of marbles and sticks. Have the students build the boards, but don't reveal which version of the game you're going to play. Just have them build their board. So have the students insert the sticks randomly and then pile all the marbles on top. It's very important that you do not tell them which version of the game they're going to be playing, because they will set up their board differently based on the version, and you want to eliminate that. So just have them set up the board and then let them know which version you're going to play. All right, now there are 3 different versions. There's a sabotage version, a regular version, and a group version. So to start, we are going to first share the sabotage version. It happens to be our favorite. So the goal of the sabotage version is to have the groups compete to have the fewest marbles fall. So they're working together as a team. Students will work individually or in groups on the worksheet. For each correct answer, a student earns the right to remove one stick from another group's game board. The teacher checks the work and initials correct problems, and then that allows them to move to another table. There are 3 things. A student must only remove one stick per correct answer. The student cannot shake or bump the board. Okay, they cannot accidentally hit the table so that way their marbles fall out. And they have to be gentle and respect other groups' games. If cheating is suspected, for example, bumping, shaking, anything like that, the victim group gets to reset their board and have a huge advantage. This one is fun because they are working together as a team to sabotage the other teams. Now the next version is the regular version. The goal of this game is to be the first group to drop all of their marbles. So they're going to work collaboratively or individually on a worksheet. For each correct answer, a student earns a chance to remove a stick from their own group's board. They're going to raise their hand, the teacher initials, and then they get to pull a stick. You want to be the first group to have all your marbles fall. Okay, the same rule applies as the last game. You only remove one stick per person per correct problem. Okay? All right, now the last version is the group version. The goal of this one is to be the player in your group with the fewest marbles that fall on your turn. So you'll notice at the bottom of this game, there's a little opening right here, and then this bottom game or divider is divided up into 4 different sections. That's going to be one for each person in the group. So each student takes a turn being up, okay? They answer a question, and the rest of the group also solves the same problem. As a group, they confirm if their answer is correct. If the answer is correct, the game passes to the next player. If the person answers incorrectly, the player must remove 2 sticks. Wait a few seconds to let the marbles fall, and then gently pass the board by spinning it, so that way the little opening right here is in the next person's section down here at the bottom. You're going to repeat until all the worksheet questions are done or all the marbles have dropped. And then the winner of this version is the person on the team who has the fewest marbles in their little area at the bottom of the tray. So this one, they are working individually, but together as a team. All right, a couple tips and tricks for this game. Don't announce the version until all the boards are built, like we talked about. They will set up their structure based on the version you're playing if you tell them, because some versions you want your marbles to fall and some versions you don't want your marbles to fall. So don't tell them which version they're playing until the game boards are built. The second is, like I mentioned, we really recommend using the game Tumble from the store 5 Below instead of actual Kerplunk boards. They are way cheaper and they hold up really well. And then the last thing is the end of the game cleanup. Always have groups count their marbles before cleaning up to make sure they didn't roll off or mix with others. It's important that every group gets the same number of marbles in order to keep things fair. So just have them take out that piece as they're cleaning up, count your marbles, make sure you have them all so that way it's fair for the next round. If you play this game in your class, be sure to tag us at those Utah Sisters. Thanks. Bye.